Hello, everybody, and it's Friday.
Yes, and we fancy.
And you already know, if you seeing us, you know what it is. Fancy Friday.
Yes.
I'm your girl, Ellis J.
Your girl, Empress. We in the building here at Johnny's on Broadway. Shout out to Muffin, Tay, Britt, and the whole team.
Yes.
Yeah, so we in here. So,
it's Friday.
go get it. Let her get her moment. She fancy this Friday. She going out. She don't know how to act.
I was like, I go somewhere real far.
So let's talk about our week.
Had a good week.
You had a good week? Lots of sewing?
Yes. But that's just like, yes.
Yeah.
When you spend your whole day behind just even a desk, a table, just doing the same task, even though you love it, it does get like,
Take a toll on you.
Yes, my butt was hurting. I really went out of the way, like, let me get up, my butt hurts.
It's been sitting too long. Well, for me, this past week I actually was sat down, girl.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. So I ended up in.
She had a seat. Let me tell y'all something.
But I had
she does a whole lot. She needs to have a seat sometimes.
The father forced me to have a seat.
Yes.
I ended up in the hospital, but during that time, I was able to reflect on what's really important, which is me. I'm a very selfless individual. You ask me, I can do it. Yep,
yes,
I got it. I got it. I hardly ever tell people no. So what I realized, what I had realized in those 2 days is that regardless of how bad I want to be there for other people, if I'm not there for myself,
you pointless anyway.
Yeah, how can I help anybody? How can I?
Nothing you can do.
How my friend Tanisha put it, you can't pour from an empty cup. So.
And you was empty.
Yes, I was so.
You was empty.
Literally empty. So what I decided was, when I got better, and I'm still, healing or whatever, but what I decided is I was gonna put myself first. I always put my kids first, I put my husband first, I put every community member first, any person that need this, that, and the third, I always put everybody else first. So I said, you know what? Not no more. I'm doing it the way I want to do it. So that particular weekend, when I got home, I was released on a Friday. That Saturday, I did nothing. That Sunday, I laid in the bed until about 1 o'clock. And the only thing I did was come to rehearsal with you. And even then, I was like, cause I'm only staying an hour. And I stuck to it. I mean, well, I went a little bit over. But for the most part, I stuck to it. So my message to anybody that's watching is, take care of yourself first.
Yes.
You have to.
You really, really have to. You don't know how to say no. I will kind of honestly say I had those few days to where it was like, I know I need to get up. And I need to get some stuff done for this show, April 28th, and get myself together, because I have stuff that I did not do, but it was just like, have a seat. And I sat there all day long in the bed, or just sitting and just flicking through the channels like, I'm not finna move.
Right.
And I wanted to. My head kept saying, no, you have to get up, and because you got stuff to do. I do, but I'm not finna move.
You gotta do it when the timing is right.
Yeah.
You can't force yourself. And if you force yourself, that's usually when either A, mistakes happen, B, things don't come out the way you want them to. You get more frustrated than you would have been anyway. So yeah, you gotta trust the process and trust yourself. So that's my message to anybody watching tonight. Trust yourself. Your health is important.
Yes.
You are important.
Very.
Put yourself first. Learn from me. Don't make the mistakes that I make. And the bounce back is real, because today we were able to go to talk to some young high school students at Troy High. Shout out to Mr. Mostransky for inviting us into his class.
Had a great time today.
Yes, it was awesome. Just talking to the youth about where they're headed,
because it was all seniors.
Yes, a senior class of English students, and a lot of them didn't know, and we were able to tell them that's okay. Like, we are where we are,
It is.
but we're here because of our hard work, not necessarily knowing the plan. And you trust the process as it goes, and as long as you have passion about what you're doing, then it usually is going to turn out good anyway. And when you have passion, it's not work. It don't feel like work.
No, it doesn't.
You're following your heart. I call it heart work. I'm not working hard. I'm working from my heart.
Yep.
So that was the message to the 12th graders today, and that was awesome, just being in the environment.
Yeah, and I think it was too, because honestly, you know, we both literally have two different stories, but we still end up in the same place. It's like you had a goal, that's where you were going, that's what you were doing, and it was like I had a goal. No, I really didn't have a goal. I had a passion that I ran away from for many years. Like, nope, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Just to end up now I'm coming back. Now I'm doing it, and I love it.
Exactly.
So it's like.
So you were getting that message all along.
I just was running away from it. But I won't even say I was running away from it. I was listening to what everybody else in my family was saying. No, you can't do that. You have to do this. This is done by the book. You have to work for somebody else and make X amount of dollars and retire from that. That's what you have to do. You cannot open your own business and do this and this, that, and the third. When I should have listened to it. When I will say, my biggest supporter was the only person who ever told me, which I took as a really offensive when I was younger, because I didn't understand what he was telling me, was my brother. And he literally told me, like, he just looked at me one day and like, I'm going to tell you right now, you cannot work for somebody. You're not going to be able to do it, so you better figure out what you're going to do with your life. I'm looking at him like, like, what do you mean? How you got, what you trying to say?
Right.
But then as I got to a certain point where I did this job and I did that job and I made nice money, and I was like, he right. Like, no, I can't do it. I gotta get up out of here.
Right. And that's kind of where I'm at with it. I just been in my job for almost 10 years.
Yeah, that's a long time.
I might as well stay there until I seal that 10th year, because regardless of what I do, I can always come back and get that retirement. So I've already gave them 9 years of my life. I'm gonna thug out that last 10 years.
See, I didn't get that. I was almost there when I was at Parsons, but I didn't get there, which I'm happy I didn't get there, because I think if I would have got there, I would have stayed there.
Yeah.
But I was always so happy that literally when I started to get just a little comfortable in a spot, the Heavenly Father always made sure I was not comfortable after. He like, oh no, you getting a little bit comfortable. Nope, now let me make this uncomfortable for you, because this is not where you're supposed to be.
Right.
And I had to realize that, like, this is not where I'm supposed to be. I'm not supposed to work for somebody for the rest of my life. I'm not supposed to work somebody else's 9 to 5 and making them dollars and making only me a couple dollars.
Right. Making them dollars while we're making coins. Yes. Yeah, no, I'm done with that. I'm done with that. I want to create, you know, that longevity for our people.
Yeah, like, you have to.
Because nobody else is going to give it to us.
Nope.
If we don't make it for ourselves, it's not going to happen.
Nope.
So that's where I'm at. I'm in my last year at the assembly. And then after that, I'm going in full-fledged for Creative Directions and the Low Foundation. And I look to create 401ks and retirements on my own for my people, instead of working for somebody else to do it. And they don't even appreciate your work. Their work ethic, your work, nothing. It's like, oh, you did that? Oh, good. Can you do that over here?
Yep. That's exactly how it goes.
So,
That's exactly how it goes.
So usually, right, we talk about events.
Yeah, we normally do talk about what everybody else got going on. But today we're not finna talk about what everybody else going on. We're not finna talk about what I got going on. Because y'all always hear me in the beginning mention little snippets about my show, which we got after this week.
Yes.
Only pretty much about a week left.
Yep.
April 28th.
Yes.
HBB. Ladies First. Honeysuckle Strut.
Yes.
With the lovely ladies. If anybody didn't see that video that's going around, done by our lovely cameraman, Mr. Ryan himself.
Mr. Ryan Adams behind the camera.
Yes, he is. Did a beautiful, beautiful job on that video.
That's Adams
Loved it.
Technology. Yes. Adams Technology. Shout out.
If you didn't see it, you can go see it.
Yes. Check our pages.
On Instagram, HBB Queen 2020.
Yep.
You can see it on there. EllisJ, ELLISJA. You can see it on there.
There you go.
Honeybee's Boutique page on Facebook. You can see it on there.
And I'm just Gwendolyn Hales on Facebook. Hayles. You can see it on there.
Yes.
Creative Directions on Instagram. You can see it on there. And then the models is pushing it too. So
yes, they is. Cause that theme with what? Who run the world? Girls. Even though we're women.
Yes.
Far from girls. Yes. Too old to be a girl.
Yes. But we are running the world. And if we not running it, we soon gonna be.
Yes.
So stay tuned and watch out for us.
I'm running my world and the world around me. I ain't running the whole world yet. That's a difference.
Yes. And then also, shout out to Ablaze ENT. They're launching their hip hop and poetry hot picks. So that's going to be Mondays at Club Essentials in the Bronx. And I believe admission is $10. I also know that if you want to come and showcase something poetry-wise or hip-hop-wise, they're looking for artists. So that's ablazeent.com. And I believe the host for that is Corpy from the Party Hard talk show, which happens on Saturdays down in the city. So yeah, that's all we talking about. We talking about our partner, me. April 28th. That's Ladies First Honeysuckle Struts.
Yeah.
Tickets are $15
now.
More at the door.
Yes.
And it's guaranteed to be a dope show.
Yes,
definitely
it is.
Guaranteed to be a dope show. So come on out.
You can put it right there.
Support that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Britt.
Thanks.
And then, like I said, the Monday nights hot picks at Club Essentials in the Bronx. So if you're an artist or a poet and you are in the New York City area, check out Club Essentials. It's on Fordham Road. I believe it's 608 if I'm right off the top of my head, but you know, we in the age of the digital age, so just
we don't know nothing off of the top of our heads.
Right.
I'm like, I don't know nobody's phone number if I ain't got no phone.
Yeah, it's definitely on Fordham Road. I think it's 608, but again, Google Club Essentials. Check it out on Monday evenings for their hot picks. If you want to showcase your work, come through. I've been there. It's a dope club. The energy's good. The vibe is good. And if you're just looking to get some exposure out of New York City, that's the place to go. Yeah, so what else?
April 28th.
April 28th. That's all I know too.
All I know.
April 28th. Y'all better be there.
Yeah.
If you ain't there, you gonna wish you were.
Yes, you is.
I ain't gonna tell you it's the most epic show of the year. I ain't gonna do all that.
No,
everybody always wanna put
that. Yeah, they do. Yeah, and then you see it and you be like, what was epic about that? Right. But we're not finna say that's finna happen, because that's not finna happen.
I'm just telling you, it's gonna be a dope show.
Works hard.
It's gonna be it's gonna be worth the money you spend. It's gonna be worth your time. And these ladies been working real hard.
Yes,
Sherry been working real hard. I've been working real hard. And leave them alone.
I love them.
They good.
Good God.
Yeah.
You know what is so crazy? I would be watching reality TV shows and everything else, and they always say it's hard working with models. And I used to be like, well, what's so hard? It's hard working with models.
Right? Oh my goodness.
I believe it.
Yes.
It's hard working with models. Y'all gotta get y'all lives. Y'all gotta be good to us.
Right.
We be being good to y'all by making y'all look all done up and cute and things.
Right.
Like, don't have that attitude all the time.
No.
Even though the girls are great.
Yeah.
They're great. And I understand everybody has lives. But don't just tell me your life at a few seconds before you're supposed to be the practice.
Yeah. At least give us at least 8 hours.
I mean, and I definitely be the type of person. I got 2 boys. I understand. They run my life.
Yes.
My social life, I don't have one. Just barely. But it is what it is. Besides, I talk to y'all. But other than that, I understand. Everybody, don't be so hard, models. Lighten up.
Yes.
Y'all is supposed to do all of that on the runway. Don't do that in real life.
No. Be available.
Yeah.
And don't say you want work and then we give you work and then you don't show up for the work.
Even though we're not talking about nobody, especially not by nobody in the HBB show. We love
just in general.
In general, models in general, because I just didn't even understand that. It's hard working with. It is. Yeah. It really is.
It's hard working with people that have. I mean, you got 8, 9, 10 different personalities.
Yeah, and especially when they women. It's real hard.
Yeah, but it's worth it because we fabulous.
It is. You see, I can barely do that. But I get it done with this. I whip this ponytail.
She doing all that swing. You see them lines.
She said, "You see them lines.
You see my cool lines over there. I'm fancy with my lines. I got my bow tie up. Hey.
Yes. I saw you went to work with that bow tie.
Yes, I did, girl. All week.
She did. All week with her bow tie on, sitting at her desk.
I had it on
like
with a
she
skirt.
was about to do a strip tease.
Yeah.
Like,
but not one time did I have it on with a button-up shirt
and throw it at somebody. You finna strip out the office? What's going on over there?
Oh, that's how the men's was looking like that.
they thought they was about to get out them coins.
Oh Lord. I don't want no coins. I need some dollars.
It's 2018.
Girl.
Them dollars is called them coins.
Yeah, now, right? It's always something. Well, what we at? We at 15? Close to it? Over it?
Oh, okay.
All right.
Well, we did have a lovely time with you guys, like we always do. Even though we ain't tell you what everybody had going on today, we came to talk about me.
Yes.
It's okay.
That's all right. That's all right. HBB is coming through, y'all.
Yes, it is, honey.
Yes, y'all check it out. It's going to be a dope show. I'm excited for it. I'm excited.
You can always run by either one of our pages, HBB Queen 2020 on Instagram, Honeybees Boutique on Facebook, ELLISJA on Facebook also, or Miss Gwendolyn Page.
Yes, I'm Gwendolyn Hales, real simple.
Because you'll see the clips after it's over, and then don't say, oh, I should have went to the show. Yeah. No, you should have, could have, would have, but you didn't.
So we, as fancy as we are, we got to let y'all go.
Yes, we do.
Thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
Peace and love.
Peace and love.